Good evening, everyone. I'm just going to go live in a couple of locations. So, good evening, everyone. Hello, and welcome to day 10 of Gig Daily, which is the daily live stream that I'm doing to basically as a challenge to myself. Can I go live every single day and can I engage with you? So, I'm going to try something slightly different today in that I've decided to live stream to three locations, but I'm using three devices. So two locations are done through one app to multi-stream, and the others are doing natively to the actual timeline of Facebook and also on Instagram because I wanted to try and see if this would work. And yeah, basically, I wanted to see if it would work and see if I could get some people who wanted to join in into the live. So let's just sort that out there. Lovely jubbly. So we've got that's a shame. So we've got here on Instagram. Just trying to experiment with different patterns and things like that. So we're on Facebook here and we're on Instagram over here. Hello. And we are also on Facebook over here. So we've got three different angles. And I hope that you enjoy. And I hope that if you've got anything to contribute, do comment down below. So basically, today is all about just talking through the last 10 days or so because I've gone live every single day as a bit of a challenge to myself. And the idea was that by going live, and you may have seen over in the Facebook groups and also on the Mobile Livestream Success YouTube channel, the kind of things that would be involved there. I've talked a lot about lots of different subjects. I've talked about the state of the music education. I've talked about state of, basically creating content rather than consuming content. I've spoken so much about all of that. And so hopefully you've been able to check those out. I've been able to put together all of these into a playlist for you. And if you want the link, I've actually got links down below. So if you're watching this on Facebook, hello, you'll find that I've got links down below. And if you're watching this on Instagram, you'll probably find it easier to DM me. I think the word diary will get you started because I want to just try new things. So we've got another 18 days left of live streams. And so if you can DM the word diary, then you should be able to get lots of links and lots of connected content there. So do give it a go. If you're watching live, then comment down below, watch live. And if you're watching on the replay, then comment down below, watch replay. So I'm just trialing this out. Normally I would use one device and multi-stream using multiple camera angles. I'm using multiple camera angles, but they are each serving one individual space. But I do have a multi-stream going on in this camera over here. So I just want to see if it does work and how it works and what gets the most traction. Because I think over the last sort of few months, I've noticed slight changes in the algorithm, slight changes in what's been served and where. And so I want to try and experiment with trying to see where the most traction happens and indeed these sorts of things. So Gig Ready is a daily live stream that I've been doing over the past 10 days. And I've live streamed from different locations. You may have seen one I did on Saturday, which was live streaming at a gig. I had to be very careful that I didn't live stream during a time that would be too heavily picked up by the copyright bots. I think I managed it. I think I survived it. It was a really brilliant gig. Shout out to friends who are in the music band and also the performers who are part of that. Absolutely brilliant. And also been talking about how gig tickets are expensive. We've been talking about how grassroots venues are closing down. We've been talking about a whole raft of different things. It just seems to be a bit of a hangover in the UK from the previous administration. And then we've moved into a new administration that more or less said we would like to do lots of things, but oops, there's no money and therefore we can't. Oh, and by the way, we're going to take away some benefits. Oh, and we're going to clamp down on cheats. Oh, and we're going to just find people that come into this country and we're going to find ways of deporting them. So, I mean, it's a bit of a crazy one. So, yes, we've had a lot to speak about. Certainly a lot has happened in the week. And I've been quite surprised I've been able to go live every single day. It's been quite an incredible challenge. And I'm hoping that's one I'll be able to continue right the way through to the end of February. So make sure you are joining me. Make sure that if you're watching on Facebook, make sure that you have tapped on the bottom left-hand side. There should be something, or it might even be the top right-hand side. There should be three dots. And those three dots, once you have clicked on it, should say, get notified every time I go live. Make sure, please, that you do that so that you don't miss out on the next 18 weeks of live streams. And of course, you can check out all of the different live streams that I do, and there'll be a different topic every single day. So today was just consolidating all the different topics that we've been speaking about, and it's quite immense, the different topics, because we've covered a lot of ground. We discovered also that Ticketmaster have been cancelling tickets, Oasis tickets, because they thought that the people who'd bought them were bots. We've been talking about the state of grassroots music. We've also found out that I think £160 million of funding is to be withdrawn from the National Music Organisations of England over the next couple of years. I think after 27 it stops. So basically it's time for us to galvanise, speak up, shout out, and try and put rights to these wrongs. And yes, people say there isn't enough money, but haven't we not heard this before? There is always enough money. It's just in terms of where it's been put, how it's been generated, and so lots of different things like this. So just to let you know then, over on all the channels, what I do is on Instagram, Ewan Smith Music. What I do on Instagram is I share clips and reels of some of the long form content I do over on Ewan Smith Music YouTube channel. So if you want to find that channel, there is a link down below. And if you want to on Instagram find that channel, you'll find it in my link in bio, or if you want to DM the word diary, you'll be able to get notified as to where that is as well. And on Facebook, you'll find the link just below this video. And when you do, you'll be able to tap into those links as well that I've talked about. You'll also find the links on my profile page as well. And it's fairly straightforward to find me. And it's something that I'm just basically experimenting with. So because what I've discovered is when I go live on my timeline, not many people know about it, but when I go live to the Facebook page or YouTube, I get more people who are jumping on and saying hi. So I've noticed that's one thing that's happened. And I do want to try and spread my reach to both Instagram and TikTok quite heavily this year. And in doing so, hopefully I'll be able to reach even more of you and to share a lot more of the skills, hints, and tips that I've got in terms of making music. And speaking of helping you do that, you might find down below, or indeed on Instagram in my link, you'll find there's something called Music Maker Mastery, which is a series of courses which I've been able to amalgamate together. So those cover everything from GarageBand to Ableton Move to UStudio, which is an online digital audio workstation that's really good for classes and kids to access because it's cloud-based and it's free if you have access to the Chiranga platform. So those are tutorials, and I'm going to be growing those because I'm wanting to grow those with respect to helping you creating digital products and helping you market and promote digital products. And the tools that you then have in your pocket can help you really help build up your ideas. So if you've always been someone who's always felt like, oh, I really want to film a course and I want to share my skills, my hobbies and my passions. So basically turn your abilities and your content into cash flow, then do check out those links as well. There's going to be some big things happening in the next few months, and I'm really looking forward to being on the journey with you. And so this live series of live streams, I've just called them Gig Ready because gig dailies. And I'm basically gig ready every single day, whatever it's going to be talking to the camera, or I do tutorials about how I edit, or how I'm writing music for short films, or all sorts of different things. So really, you should be able to enjoy some of the content. Of course, over on the YouTube channel, Ewan Smith Music, you'll find lots of tutorials from everything from making music to using tools to help you make music better. And over on Mobile Livestream Success, it's all about helping you making profitable video content without any bulky or expensive equipment. So if either of those things sound good for you, then do check those two channels out. I do look after them and I do upload fairly frequently. Whether or not going short form videos, I'm certainly uploading those quite regularly. Longer form videos, I'm doing them once every week or so, every couple of weeks. So do check those out. I've got lots more planned that I'm going to be sharing with you very soon. So I just wanted to catch up with you and sort of see how we're going. And I also wanted to see how and where this live is served, how it's served if you are picking this up. As I say, hashtag team watch live or hashtag watch replay will be really cool, just to let me know, just to see if this is picked up during the time that I'm doing this or after the fact. And I can always feature all the comments that you share now. So if you want to say hello, do so down below. There'll probably be about a 10-15 second delay before I can respond, but don't worry about that. It's absolutely fine. So usually I would have a screen full of all sorts of bits and pieces, but we were able to do that yesterday quite readily. But one thing I will end on, and if you're watching on the Facebook groups and also on YouTube, I'm going to leave a set of links on the screen. the others, timeline and also Instagram. I'll leave those links down below this video or in my link in bio, so you'll be able to find those quite easily. So the links on this screen are basically about something that I've got planned, which is really cool. And if you're watching this and you want to gain access to learning for free, then the first 5 people that sign up for the Digital Product Moneymaker will actually access this course as it is created, with the hope that if you do access it and you do think it's valuable, then to get some testimonials from you would be absolutely awesome. So if you're watching on my Facebook page or indeed the YouTube channel, you'll find that those links are on the screen now. Failing that, tap down below and you'll be able to do those. I'll be able to share those with you. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And so what I'm going to do is I'm not going to spend too long tonight because this could be a really short live. But ultimately, let me know if you've watched this live, if you watched this on the replay, how you found it, how you found the audio. And also, could be something that we could do quite a bit in future as well. So thanks very much for watching. I'm going to say cheerio. And I'm going to finish it on Facebook. And I'm going to finish it on Instagram. And I'll see you soon. And I'm going to end on the main stream. So as we always say, cue the jingle. And I will see you tomorrow for another live stream.